see what we got here. Super excited. I love this plane. Sheldon, good to see you, man. I wasn't sure if you'd show up or not. Thought maybe the name might scare you. I don't have my gunners actually. My gunners are still, I think, packed away somewhere. I'll have to go dig them out one of these days. Good to see you, Josh. And Playa, good to see you. Welcome aboard. Gyrohead, welcome aboard. Frank T, welcome aboard. Pilot, goddamn, Pilot YWG, good to see you, buddy. Welcome aboard. Rob Rally, Assad, good to see Assad. Who else we got in here tonight? J10GB. My God, the wine's already getting to me. Low flying or low lifting, good to see you. Low lifing, that's what we're saying. Fly with Josh, good to see you. Give it PM, welcome aboard. X-Plane Master, good to see you. Oh my God, Lucas X-Plane, welcome aboard. Heads up display, hello to you as well, buddy. Happy Friday. Andrew Gotchell, welcome aboard. Camro, good to see you. Ridiculous, I got all sorts of excuses for this one. Coop, good to see you, Coop. Oh my God, we got Captain Aviation, good to see you, buddy. Cy Tolkis, Skis, Stew Dog. Ross Joe, good to see you, buddy. Tack, welcome aboard. Oh my God, everybody's showing up tonight. USAC in the house. Let's get rid of that starting soon here. Who else we got showing up tonight? I think they got them all for now. Always like a pilot with wine in the system. Goddamn right. I already had one of these for dinner, so it's gonna be fun. Let's make sure we got everything going here. Got my charts. Got my flight plan. We got some VATSIM tonight. People keep asking for VATSIM, so we're gonna give it a go. Maddox, welcome aboard, buddy. Good to see you. Dude, there's a good chunk of people here, yeah. It's Friday night, man. Nobody's got anything better to do than spend their Friday night with me. I love it. Fly Josh XP's from Germany, man. Welcome. Good to see you. Germany, well, we'll have to see what the record is tonight. We had somebody from Australia, I think, last time we were on stream. Like one of the last couple of times. Royal, good to see you, buddy. Charts on VATSIM, I know, man. Who would have thought? If you guys are going to be joining me, or if you guys are going to, let's try this again. If you're interested, we're going to be flying the Miami event this evening. It's going to be Southern Florida. We're going to be flying basically across the Panhandle twice, once over and then once back. And there's a good amount of planes that are coming in, so I expect some traffic by the time we start heading to Miami. And since we're flying a slow jet, we're going to fuck them all up. College basketball. Oh, dude, that's good, Ross. That's good. You have to tell me who's winning, man. Cranky! Welcome aboard, man. I know, dude. I know. I'm actually going to decommission my snowblower tomorrow too, and that's going to be the nail in the coffin right there. When I take all the gas and I take, basically get that thing ready for summer. Then they're going to be like, you know what? Fuck you, man. Here's some more snow. I like it, Josh. All right, let's kill the music here. Let's get started. What do you guys say? Oh, but I like the music. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. It's good to see you. Welcome aboard, all that jazz. I think I've gotten everybody here so far. If you're here for the first time, please do say hello. If you're here for the second time, say hello. If you're here for whatever, just say hello, goddammit. Yeah, we're here. We're flying. We got some Southern Florida flying today. We're flying on VATSIM. A bunch of people have been bugging me about VATSIM. Get away from Pilot Edge. I said, you know what? I looked to see what the FNO this evening was, the Friday Night Ops, and it was Southern Florida. And I'm like, all right, I got this pretty, we got that awesome Miami scenery to fly in and out of. And then I went looking through the org, and I found out like I had a shitload of points on the org store, so I bought some new scenery. And this Fort Lauderdale, which is where we're sitting right now, is the first of them. We'll be doing tonight's flight, so we're going to do 2 legs this evening. First leg is going to be Fort Lauderdale all the way over to, I don't actually know what Fort Myers, Southwest Florida. I've never actually been there before, so we're going to do Fort Lauderdale over to Fort Myers, and then we're going to do Fort Myers coming on back to Miami. And with any luck, we're going to completely throw the traffic pattern off because we're going to be flying in this guy right here. This is the Aerobask Victory, the Aerobask Epic Victory. This is a cool little plane that just came out, I guess a month and a half ago at this point. I don't know. It's been a number of weeks, but it's a single engine turbine jet, and it climbs at 160 knots indicated, which means that the controller is going to be like, oh god, what are you doing? But yeah, I think we're going to see some traffic. I think we'll see some fun here tonight. We're definitely going to change it up a little bit. If you guys haven't seen this plane, I've had a chance to fly it a few times here. It's really cool. Ridiculous was already giving me shit about the fact that I bought a plane that has a glass cockpit and no procedures when I said I wouldn't do that anymore. And I'm going to make the exception on this one because this plane is so very, very unique. This thing is unlike anything else that we have in the sim, and I don't even know if FSX really has anything like this either, where it's just this like sort of lollygagging single-engine turbine plane. And yeah, so that's my excuse, and that's what we're gonna go with. Yeah, so we're here. X-Pilot 99, I think I already said hello to low flying, but Mr. DDZ, welcome aboard. Good to see you all. How well does VATSIM render planes in X-Plane? Not very well. Like, we'll be able to see other planes if they're out there, but they're not going to look especially great. They're definitely not going to be the high definition CSLs and whatnot that we have on the Pilot Edge side. So we're on VATSIM. We're going to cheat and have the little frequencies down at the bottom left-hand corner. I've already gone ahead and filed the flight plan up. So what we're going to do first here is get some clearance, call them up, and figure out how to get the hell out of here. So we are November 71. Oh shit, are we? Did that log in as the right plane? Right call sign? Let's see here. I did, okay. November 717 Tango Sierra, we're going to be an Epic Victory. Victory. We're also an experimental plane, too, if that means anything. So craft that shit up here. So the flight plan that we filed is going to be Fort Lauderdale over to... where's my thing at? Fort Lauderdale over to Fort Myers. Oh, God. Professionalism at its finest. Let's do that. KFLL, KRSW. All right, so the flight plan that we filed is going to have us flying this plan, and I don't know if we're going to... We'll end up seeing what they give us, but we're taking an RNAV plan out of here. We're supposed to accelerate to 250 knots. That's not going to happen, but we're just flying across the panhandle here, landing at Fort Myers. We'll make a quick turn at Fort Myers. We'll head back to Fort Lauderdale. Feet on the way over there. So... it's VATSIM, so I have to look the frequencies up here. At Fort Lauderdale, we have ground and approach and center. So we'll call up ground here. So FLL ground. Oh, there's also tower online. Great. 120. Actually, you know what? We got to turn the plane on, don't we? Oh boy. So the parking brake is on, and let's battery 1, battery 2, avionics. Bring this sucker online. I could bring the menu up here. Hide. Oop. Nope, the yolks are hidden. That's good. And we'll put some gas in here. I don't know, just give me a whole shitload of gas. Fill her up. And open the door. Put a bunch of people in here. Oh, we'll put some little people in the back. Nope. Little people with no luggage. Perfect. All right. Get rid of the flags and shocks. Can I actually close that? Okay. So we got gas. We got people. We can hook up the GPU. I got yelled at the other day because I left the when we flew the Diamond. I left my GPU on, and somebody on YouTube was like, "You're not supposed to do that." And then I was talking to Peter about it. He's like, "Yeah, I was wondering what you were doing there, but you're not supposed to do that." So the GPU is now off. It's for you guys. Oh boy. This is the Epic Victory. Yep. I don't know who asked. Chris Sim looks like he asked. Yeah, stock Cirrus jet. There we go. So some cool things about this plane. They're rendering the Dynan sky view here up in front, and my understanding is that they're actually rendering like the proper number of pixels here. So if the screens look a little like hard to read from a distance, that's kind of by design. And we'll also have some of the typical Aerobask isms, where like some of the selector knobs take a little bit longer than you'd like for them to move around. But yeah, it's not too bad overall. So we kicked on the front panels here. We got our little GPU on. Is it actually on? It must already be giving us. We don't want pressurization. It must already be giving us. We'll assume that it's giving us juice. I'm not going to worry too much about that. But we'll turn it. Whoops. We'll turn him off here in a second. So we'll turn on the left radio. We'll turn on the right radio. This 21.4. Oh dear God. And we'll let the shit show begin here. Your favorite ground controller. That seems optimistic, but we'll find out. I need to check out what my bind is, too. Push to talk button, okay. Alright, so we're calling up Fort Lauderdale ground. We are Epic 717 Tango Sierra, and we're heading off to Fort Myers. That's what I'm going to go with. Fort Lauderdale ground, Epic 717 Tango Sierra, IFR. Pray to God that he heard what I said. It's going to be a little awkward if he didn't. There we go. Alright, let's see what he does with us. Hello, Peter. Good to see you, buddy. Mr. Ben Leby, welcome aboard. Ron H., welcome aboard. I'm doing pretty well, Mr. X-Pilot. I'm doing fantastic, actually. It's the end of a week. It's been a week, too. It's always been a week. But the weather's starting to break here, so that's nice. I don't know if we've got any VATSIM ATC to pop in here, X-Pilot. I mean, I'm sure there's some people that are doing it from time to time. Yeah, Peter's calling me a traitor. It's all good, man. You're more than welcome to do that. Dane Nelson, good to see you, buddy. Welcome aboard. Oh, dear God. He probably has to look up the plane to figure out what I'm actually flying. And then look up to see, can I actually fly the route that I filed? We'll see what happens. This may contain nuts. Welcome aboard, buddy. Good to see you. What is ATC voice quality? I always like that on... yeah, that's pretty much how VATSIM's going to sound all night. I mean, that is what it is. That's because they're using the Roger Wilco voice codec, which harkens back to like 1998. Like, it goes back quite a number of years at this point, and it's nowhere near as good as the TeamSpeak stuff that's used on iVow and Pilot Edge, that's for sure. Smile, complicated, welcome aboard. Hello, Bianca. Good to see you. Welcome aboard as well. Your father's a good man. You should listen to him. Oh, man. Everybody else should say hello to Mr. J.P. Sheldon there, because he's,
November 717 was here.
We'll get there.
The wait cleared the Fort Myers Airport, Thunder 4 departure, then is filed. Climb via the SID, expect flight level, correction, expect 16,001 for departure. Departure frequency is 119.45, squawk 6632.
Then it's filed, climb via the SID, 16,000 within 10, departure 119.45, squawk 6632. Epic 717, take us here.
717 Tango Sierra, back correct. Expect runway 10 right for departure, call for
Wilco, 7 Tango Sierra, thanks. Alright, so we're going to expect 10 right. We got what is the Fort Lauderdale Airport. We're going to be on the Thunder 4 departure. Thunder 4 RNAV. I should have told him... I should probably tell him... Yeah, hang on a second here. And Fort Lauderdale ground, Epic 717.
717 Tango Sierra, roger.
And that's passed that along. All right, so Thunder 4 departure here. We're going to be departing Fort Lauderdale on the 10s. Which way does 10 go? 10 goes towards the water. 096 till reaching 580 feet, then direct to Jumar. Cross Jumar, cross Hapor, cross Sakor, cross Taigog, Gilby, and then Thunder. Once we reach the Thunder intersection, we're going to fly a little south here to Winco. That's Winco right there. And then we're going to take, well, Victor 451. Basically, we're just going to fly out here to RSW down, and we'll expect some sort of approach. So we need to punch all that stuff in here. Now, there are no procedures in this plane, which is most unfortunate. But they've said that they think it will come at some point. But that being said, we're going to type all this stuff in here. So the first waypoint we care about is Jumar, J-U-M-A-R. Now, legally, I don't think we can actually fly this since we're having to enter all this stuff in. We're going to cheat just a little bit, though. Oh, is that? No, that's clear. Where 4 is my... Oh, yeah, I had to push this right here. Okay. Jumar, following Jumar is going to be Hapor, H-A-P-O-R. And we're going to go insert waypoint. Once you get the flow for this thing, it's not too bad. H-A-P-O-R. Once you get a flow for how to use this thing, it's not too bad to punch these things in. It's nice that you have a full keyboard that you can work with. But it's quite different from anything else, so I'm going to fumble just a little bit here. And then Secor, S-E-C-O-R. And enter that sucker. After Secor is going to become Tigog, T-I-C-O-G. If I were a smart man, I would have done this long ahead of time, but I'm not. I want to bore the hell out of everybody. You go fly a plane, Catstrator. Yeah, no, it's quite all right. Tigog, and we're going to go to, oh God, Gilby, G-I-L-B-I. G-I-L-B-I. After Gilby's coming Thunder, T-H-N-D-R. We're almost done. Insert. Not to be confused with the Thunder from Down Under. That's a very different thing. We're not going to talk about that, though. After Thunder comes Winco. That brings us off the Star. Or the Sid. The Sid, yeah, the Sid's the departure, the Star is the arrival. Oh, dear God. It's going to be one of those nights. Winco, W-I-N-C-O. Good there. Boom. After Winco, going to come RSW. Insert RSW. W. The airport. Kilo RSW. Not X. W. Alright, so Jumar, Hapor. Let's verify here. Jumar, Hapor, Secor, Tigog, or Ticog, Gilby, Thunder, and then Winco, RSW, Kilo, RSW. Great. Okay, so that's going to be our flight plan there. All the way up to Jumar, and we will go U, and we'll do direct waypoint once we get out on the runway. All right, so let's get some weather. .METAR, KFLL. We can do all the VATSIM cheat things. Winds are 110 at 10. So 110 at 10 knots. A few clouds, 33,000. Ain't gonna worry about those. 10 mile visibility, don't care about that. 23 Celsius, great. Altimeter 3018. Fantastic. We'll come down here, set our altimeter up. That's gonna be push you in, change that to Barrow, and then rotate. Okay, rotate the altimeter to 30. It's a little like the interface of this thing is a little kludgy. That I won't like. It more or less makes sense, but it's still kind of strange to do all the manipulation and whatnot. Last thing we need to do is transponder 6632. Code. Do I need to push you in? No. How do I set my transponder? Standby. Code. There we go. 6632. Alright. Put that on ground. Okay. So. And then altitude. Yeah. There's always more. Over here. This is the autopilot. How do I... I need this thing to be on. I need this to be on. But maybe we have to set that on... Oh, boy. Alright, well, we're going to... okay, I can set it using this knob. At some point, I'll be able to use that to set the altitude.
Information Alpha current 109011, altimeter 3019.
Okay. That was the ATIS. and I missed what the information was. So let's go listen to the ATIS. Oh boy.
Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood.
Wind 100 at 10. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 3,000.
All right, FLL ATIS. Information Alpha. Okay, so Alpha's current. Good, we got that. All right, get rid of you. Back on ground. Okay, so that's set. That's set. Altitude we need to set for via SID. Top of the SID is like 3,000 feet. Yeah, top of the SID's 3,000 feet. All right. So we're manipulating that knob until the number above the altitude gauge reaches 3,000 feet. And it will, like, once we have the autopilot on, this is actually much easier to manipulate the altitude and all that stuff. So let's get rid of ground power. Let's go ahead and shut the doors. Doors are closed. Chocks are good. All right. We want to do... Brakes are set. Fuel to left. We're going to set on the fuel pump. Turn on the igniters. And nav, beacon, and then if we just push the starter gen, and then if we just... All right. She starts the word of life. I can already tell you it's going to be too loud. Turn that all down just a touch. Also a very loud plane. Okay, well we have one good engine because we only have one engine to have good. Starter gen can stay on, igniter can come off, fuel auto... no, leave the fuel auto select off. Autopilot on, trim on, pressurization, high pressure air. We're going to leave the taxi lights on, landing strobe can come on later. Inlet heat, surface heat. Oh no, we don't need surface heat. We want pitot stall heat and we want the ice detection on. That looks good. There's also a big checklist important to somebody, but they're not really important to me most of the time. My bad. Don't worry about it. It's cool. Yeah, all we really care about, we got two good engines. Let's go ahead and squawk altitude. And I think we're ready here. All right, so where the hell are we? Fort Lauderdale, they say. Ha ha ha. You're so funny. If anybody else join Aero Model, Dr. Nerd Rage, good to see you, buddy. Very good to see you guys. Flight SciTech, good to see you, Tyler. Oh yeah, I was talking about Mr. JP Shellen earlier. Everybody has to be really friendly with him because he's my boss's boss. He's the guy that hired me. And I'm dumb enough to say, hey, you should come watch my stream. How bad can it be? Oh, I don't think I missed anybody else here. Yeah, don't care about checklists. Try to get trash one IR checklist item. And then let's figure out where are we. What's over here? Okay. Why doesn't the taxiway have a sign? By the way, this is the Payware Fort Lauderdale scenery from the org. It looks okay. The textures are a little bit blurry. And the runway numbers are wrong. The runway numbers are wrong. Well, that's good to know. But it looks like we're on the southwest apron. Near... Let's see here. We're expecting 10 right. So we're going to be at Hotel 3. Yeah? Sorta? Yeah, like, dude. Okay. So this scenery, maybe not so good. Here's the chart. Here's where we're at. There's supposed to be Hotel 3, Hotel 4, Lima 1. None of that is here. Dude, like, are we at the right airport? Yeah. What is that runway? Why is that runway not on my chart? Oh my god, dude, our scenery is all messed up. Hang on a second here. I need to cross-check this, and I need to make sure I'm not going crazy, because what I'm looking at here is nothing like what I'm seeing on my chart. And that's a bit worrying. Yeah, that's absolutely correct. Wow. We're going to go with it. We're just going to go with it. Okay, let's zoom this guy out. At least make sure my flight plan is something. Screen. Nope, that's not it. Map. Map menu. How do we... Nope, nope, nope. Items. I don't care about fixes. I don't care about well, I care about NDBs and VOR. Okay. I'm back. And we'll get out of here in just a second. Now I'm struggling. Screen? No, how do I zoom out? Has to be a way to zoom out here. I have flown this plane before. I promise you I have. I just want to know how to zoom this thing out. Flight plan, that's not going to be it. Oh, there's range. Hang on. Aha! Okay. And let's do... Bring you up. Push you in. You. I want to... Okay. There we go. Now we got a flight plan. Perfect. Holy crap. Well, I don't know what's going on with this scenery. Ninth Bone! Good to see you, buddy. Grant Matos. Yeah, dude, I looked at FAA plates up as well. The FAA plates are right, along with the plates I'm looking at. In like 9 right, I think there must have been some major work done here at Fort Lauderdale and at some point in the past. But whatever, we're just gonna kind of go with it. All right, so we got ground tuned in. Ground is 121.4. We're also going to move this view forward a little bit because I feel like I'm sitting way back here. We're going to tune in Fort Lauderdale Tower. That's 119.5. 19. Point. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. 5. Okay. And the autopilot's now come on. Cool. Nope, leave that at 3,000. Bring you up to about 2,000. And put me in heading mode. And I want to set my heading bug. Well, we'll set the heading bug while we're flying out there, because it's time to get out of here. So, Fort Lauderdale scenery on the org. I'm not sure I can recommend it right now. Got IR action going. Fort Lauderdale ground, Epic 717 Tango Sierra is the southwest apron, ready for taxi with Alpha.
717 Tango Sierra, runway 10 right, taxi via Hotel 1 Juliet, Fort Lauderdale altimeter is 19.
10 right via Hotel 1 Juliet, Epic 717 Tango Sierra. We're gonna wing it here. Hotel 1 that I've got. Oh, okay. Thanks, Cranky. That's good to know, buddy. And, like, there's no taxiway signage here either, which is kind of throwing me off.
Contact for Lauderdale Tower 119.5. Good day.
Over to Tower. 717 Tango Sierra. Have a great one.
See ya.
Alright. Oh, 19.3. Hang on, we got the wrong frequency. Did they change the frequency? Alright, there's Tower. Fort Lauderdale Tower, Epic 717 Tango Sierra is holding short 10 right.
November 717, Tango Sierra for Lauderdale Tower, are not clear for takeoff.
10 right, clear for takeoff. Epic 717, Tango Sierra. Alright, we're in heading mode, we're in vertical speed mode. It's good. We're going to go with strobes. Landing lights, strobes, that's good, that's good, that's good. That's all good. Igniters can come on for this one. 10 right, closest to being identified that we can go with. Clear to the right, clear to the left. Let's get out of here. All right. Lights, camera, action. Engine stable. 7 we'll go with. Airspeed's alive. We're going to rotate at 85. 95, maybe. Eventually we'll get off the ground. It's positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear. Oh, I totally forgot to set my trim.
Autopilot engage.
Uh,
Autopilot disconnect.
November 717, Tango Sierra, contact Miami departure.
over to departure, 77 Tango Sierra, take care. Alright, we've already got problems here. Oh shit, I forgot to put myself in the right nav mode. Okay, let's go to departure. Departure 119.45. Make sure we don't climb over 45 or 3,000 feet. 1945. Miami departure. Epic 717 Tango Sierra is 2,200 Thunder 4. Alright, autopilot, HSI source, we want to go to, yeah, there we go, on the sky view.
Autopilot engage.
Why didn't Miami departure pick us up? Alright. Miami departure, Epic 717 Tango Sierra, 3,000 feet.
That's definitely pretty coffee.
Epic 717 Tango Sierra. Alright, after takeoff, let's get our flaps up, gears up, lights out. Landing lights stay on, taxi lights are off. Epic 717 Tango Sierra. Better come off, starter gen stay on, batteries will stay on.
Epic
Oops.
717 Tango Sierra. I'm in departure, contact. I'll maintain 16,000.
16,000, Epic 717 Tango Sierra. Alright, 16,000 feet. Tune that sucker in. Hit, I don't know. You? Start pitching her up. Alright. Pitch it up. We're going to go for a climb rate of, you know, let's turn that off. We're going to go for a climb rate of about 190 knots. So we'll just pitch up until we get to that point. Make sure our GPS positions here capture properly. Kind of an odd takeoff because, you know, I screwed up. Dude, I'm already sweating and we just got started. Alright, so we did an after takeoff. We got the flaps up. We got the gear up. Now we're IMC. Don't know where that came from. We'll go to fuel auto select mode. That's going to change fuel between the two tanks because it is a single engine plane with two tanks, so it has to have fuel selector switches. But this plane will automatically set all that for you, which we can use in cruise. Don't need the fuel pump on anymore. And we're cruising. Just want to make sure that it turns. Coming up on Jumar. It should be turning soon, right? There it goes. It's a thing of beauty. We're coming up on 190 knots. We'll go to IIS mode. No, IIS mode at 190. There we go. And push the power forward to 92. Holy crap, dude, there's a lot going on right now. Mr. Fabiano, good to see you, Jeff. Reptile Rick, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Joe Nurses, Jerk. Good to see you, buddy. Beeve Rover, Grant Matos, welcome aboard. DLH, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Happy Friday. Grant Matos, good to see you, man. Dude, welcome aboard, buddy. No, you did fine, buddy. I was all sorts of screwed up on that. I don't know when you tuned in, but always good to have the service here. Oh, man. Honestly, most of the controllers I've had on VATSIM have been pretty good. My major qualm with VATSIM is just the spottiness of the control. Like, it's not guaranteed. Like, F&O is an interesting proposition because, like, you're guaranteed to have a controller. All right, so what do we got here? We're climbing at 92% or 92-ish% N1, going through 7,000 feet, 190 knots. We're probably going to get knocked over to center here in a second, but there's like a couple of center controllers online, so I'm not sure.
Switched.
Thank you. That's the auto switch of the fuel tanks. So we'll figure out what they're gonna send us to. Having Betty talking in my ear right there is a little strange sometimes. Now there's a TCAS on here, and it's supposed to. Oh, there's TCAS. It's supposed to work, but something is preventing it from working. Like, there's a plane. He's not on my TCAS. Keep an eye out on him. I think we're going to be okay because we're turning here. Mr. Kraus, good to see you, John. Dude, awesome, Jeff. Jeff, we're gonna do some testing on that MD-80 file this weekend. So you and me will fly that thing soon. Betty is giving me careless whispers. Yes. Talk dirty to me, Betty. 128.22, 7 Tango Sierra. Take care. 28. 22. Oops. 28.22. Miami Center, Epic 717 Tango Sierra, 9,800, 16,000.
Okay, 717 Tango Sierra, Miami Center. Good evening, Miami altimeter 3018. I maintain 1660.
3018, we'll continue up to 16,000. Epic 717 Tango Sierra. Alright, there's 10,000 feet. We can kill some lights. Get rid of you. Leave the rest of those on. Now we got us a flight. Let's see what this guy over here is doing. Is he going to Miami? Oh yeah. He just flew out of Kennedy. Boy, he got pretty close to us there too. I think when we make the return leg here to Miami, we're gonna see some traffic. Land Chili 767 livery. You should probably go check out the org forums and ask for that one.
And 37 to 21 radar contact 2,300. Maintain 12,000. Turn right heading 360 red. Thank you.
Yeah, dude, I'm stoked for that MD-80.
Roger, that's 12,000. Join the deposit.
All right, so Dine in Skyview. This is probably the big selling feature of this particular plane, and it's pretty cool. Honestly, like it has a lot of things on here. It's very different from the G1000 though, so I have struggled just a little bit, like figuring out how do I make the maps closer. And there's like things are put in a way that Thank you. Info. Nope. I want to get rid of the clutter. No, it's not screen, so it's tools. No. Items. And there we can get rid of...
21, thanks, my mail limiter, 3018.
Okay, there we could get rid of the lunch. Like, we could put all the fixes on there, but man, that's a lot of fixes. We don't really care about all that. I wonder if there's any chance that he'll give me a shortcut. We all know that if Joe was controlling, he'd give me a shortcut. Because what we would love to see tonight, what we would love to see is, what is that waypoint? Direct to Winco. Otherwise, we have to kind of kick up and then kick back. So this plane climbs pretty slow. We're climbing 190 knots is the recommended climb speed for your fast climb. Cruise climb is about 160 knots. Once we do get to climb, though, once we do get to altitude, 16,000 feet, we're going to accelerate to about 300 or so true. So we'll be across the state here pretty quickly. We're just heading over the Panhandle and then coming back. Boeing, going. Welcome aboard. Good to see you, buddy. Oh, man. Where does X-Plane pull VATSIM models from? So VATSIM has its own repository of CSLs, and that's where it's getting all the models. I know iVal uses a similar format, and like you could feasibly load all the iVal models into the X-Plane folder or into the X Squawk Box stuff, but I honestly don't really care enough to do that. We got two airliners down there. I'm a little disappointed at how inaccurate the scenery is for Fort Lauderdale. Like, that's one that I thought that was a newer scenery, so I kind of expected that to be okay. I know the RSW that we're flying into is going to be real good. That one's supposed to be pretty accurate. And then obviously when we come back, we got the Miami down here. Look at Miami off in the distance. Looks pretty nice. So we'll have good accurate scenery for the rest of the flight. That's for sure. 15,600, 400 to go.
Good. Delta 18, stick away for 5 minutes. We'll report one back.
Nuke Lab, welcome aboard. Mets, good to see you, Mets. Welcome aboard. The detour is
Delta
because
1860 would like to step away for 5 minutes.
The actual SID that we're flying has us going up here to a point called Thunder, and then the preferred ATC route takes you to Thunder and then takes you back to this waypoint here and then towards RSW. So the detour is just because like that's what we're supposed to do.
And we'll report when back. Delta 1860.
Yeah, unfortunately. There's 16,000.
Miami Center, FedEx 8491, heavy medium flight level 410.
I'm pretty much just gonna leave the throttle firewalled here. There's no reason to really muck around with it too much. What is the setting on my HDR anti-aliasing? Doesn't it make the cockpit more crisp and clear? I have the anti-aliasing, I believe, running at 2x.
37221, contact Jack Center 135.
Yeah, 2x SAA FXAA. I could set it higher, and it would certainly make the cockpit look better, but then I would run into problems elsewhere. So my entire graphics setup for X-Plane is configured so that when I'm flying a approach into Los Angeles in a heavy frame rate plane, I will have at least 25 to 30 frames. Now that means that we sacrifice some visual quality elsewhere, and maybe the planes and maybe the scenery and whatnot's not as crisp as it could be. But that's sort of how I've tuned my sim up, because I'm the kind of person I value stability and sort of smoothness over anything else in my sim. Like, I want it to look nice, but it's not our #1 priority. All right, 300 knots over the ground. Let's see what we end up getting here. Foxtrot Oscar, welcome aboard, buddy. Good to see you. I'm doing fantastic. It's Friday. How can you not do fantastic on a Friday? What did somebody ask? Somebody asked. DLH, nah, man, no feed me's today. That was a different author that made that one. But yeah, I haven't found any like super cool Easter eggs like that. You know, I haven't actually flown that. I haven't flown the Duke since the time that we flew that. We had that flight with the feed me moment. Cody, welcome aboard, buddy. Good to see you. Foxtrot Oscar's been in a pub all day. That sounds like a good way to spend your afternoon. We're heading from, we took off out of Fort Lauderdale. We're heading over to Fort Myers. We're going to do a quick turn in Fort Myers, then head back to Miami. And this is that's actually a Friday night operations, or an F&O here on VATSIM. Check this out. So, here's us. Okay, whoops. There's us. Right?
Miami Center, Delta 627.
I can't click. It won't let me right click on us. But there's us. And then here's all these planes. All these planes that are coming down to Miami. Like, Miami is going to get fucking crushed. And we're going to be right in the mix of it on our way in there, which is pretty cool. But I wanted to make this leg out to RSW first, just to get a feel for everything and make sure we got all the bugs worked out.
And
shakedown run, if you will.
Jingle was your file on the jingle floor run.
Yeah, crazy. Good to see you, man. Plain is the plane. The VATSIM audio is perhaps not the greatest. We'll survive, though.
Envoy 3462, cross Scott at
Approaching
anything
waypoint.
10,250 knots before leaving Plymouth.
Center cross Scott, 10,250 knots, southwest at 462.
No, I cannot. Miami Center, Epic 717 Tango Sierra. Any chance we can get direct Winco?
Epic 7 Tango Sierra, you were direct Winco, sir. Got the other controllers, but yeah, you direct Winco. But yeah, go ahead and fly heading of the 280 direct Winco.
Alright, we'll go 280 direct Winco, 717 Tango Sierra. If he gave it to us, we didn't hear it though. Thanks. Alright, 280. Right there. Back. Flight plan.
Miami Central American.
Winco.
Checking in with you now at flight level 370.
And as soon as we make the turn, as soon as we roll out 280, we'll go direct to the waypoint in nav mode.
Good evening.
Alright, there's a rollout. Direct to the waypoint, and then we'll put ourselves back into nav mode. That's ain't going to give us direct Winco. He's saying the controller gave us direct Winco. I don't think I heard it, but I actually don't.
7 Tango Sierra, depart Winco, heading 270, descend and maintain 3,000. Expect vectors for the visual runway 6 approach.
Alright, leave Winco heading 270 down to 3,000. We'll expect the vectors runway 6. 7 Tango Sierra. Alright, 270 out of Winco.
7 Tango Sierra, Lee County altimeter 3015.
15, 7 Tango Sierra. Alright, so out of Winco here. This is Winco coming up. Out of there, 270 down to 3,000 feet. We'll dial that in. Oh, you know what? I see what I did wrong on the way out of there earlier. I actually went vertical speed down as opposed to vertical speed up coming out of Fort Lauderdale. Try to keep ourselves about 250 knots here.
Approaching waypoint.
Thank you, Sally. As soon as we go into heading mode here, I'm going to do a quick arrival prep. You can already see the other side of, well, briefly saw the other side of Florida. If I turn my head this way and look off to the left, you can see the other side of Florida. If I look directly at it, it goes away. Oh shit. Heading mode. Alright, there's rolling out at 270.
Contact Miami approach 125.75. We'll see.
Alright. Let's get this chart up here. Fort Myers, ground chart. Runway 6. Well, it's one or two runways we can choose from. We'll grab some weather here momentarily. I'm going to back myself up with the ILS for runway 6. That's going to have us at 111.5 and 058. So we come here, change you over to the nav. 111.5. 1.5. Plug that in. We're going to change our autopilot HSI to nav 1, or localizer 1. And that's going to be 058 on the course. So
Okay, cross card 10,000, 250 knots, and we'll report leaving cruise taxi for now.
Alright, there we go.
Fuel tank switched.
Thank you. For IS mode, 250 knots. So we're going to put ourselves in IAS mode now in 250 knots. That'll let us descend a little bit quicker. Try to keep our banana bar here somewhere close to RSW. No need to go down too quickly. Just burn more gas that way. Nagy, welcome aboard. Airplane Man, good to see you as well. Garrett, welcome aboard, buddy. Happy control, or happy Friday. Strike Eagle, welcome aboard. Look at all the cool kids are out tonight. Ship 2000, I haven't seen you for a while, man. The Paper, welcome aboard. Par Volster, welcome aboard. Miami has 73 arrivals coming in. Dude, I hope we get into that. Hawkfish, good to see you, man. Happy Friday. All right. Pull the throttle back another touch here. It's amazing how quickly you fly across Florida. You can almost still see Miami over there. This controller's going to shit himself, though, when I file for Miami. He's like, God damn that guy. Although I think we might get in there before some of the cluster.
Miami Center, this is Frontier Flight 1975 with you
yeah,
at
84 people on a 5-passenger plane. It's getting a little, how many?
Frontier 1975, Miami Center.
3, yeah, 5-passenger. Get a little crowded in here. It's okay, though. We're a bunch of little people.
Miami Center, Southwest 123 with you, climbing 16,000.
Big Bears, welcome aboard. Good to see you, buddy.
Southwest 123, Miami Center, good evening. Climb 18.
Aw, Garrett.
50 and,
Sorry to hear that, man.
Proceed to Lee County.
It's a happy Friday for most of us, though. So, unfortunately, the majority rules in this particular situation.
350, Southwest 123.
Feeding them through.
250,
Dude, we do need some drink service, man.
1860, thanks.
If I tried to ask the stewardess for drink service, I don't think she'd be too happy with me after the streams tonight.
3018, 1860.
Yeah, no kidding, Peter. I'm still pissed about the Albuquerque event where I came in late. All right, let's get track IR powers going here. I'm gonna come over here and let's see here. Up to you. Insert waypoint. We're going to put in Tropsy, PC, punch you, and then Dolphin, DOL. The reason why I was late into Albuquerque was because I was having some fairly significant technological issues. Don't hate. will activate here on our G. So what I'm doing is I'm putting in the 2 points that lead up to the ILS, just so I have some backup. And we're going to go direct to Tropak. Because that's essentially what he's vectoring us in here for. Even though we're doing the visual, but it's always good to have the backup there. Put the flight plan away. Zoom ourselves in a touch here. All right. Start keeping an eye out for this airport. Is RSW is probably not going to be on our list of controllers. Or our list, yeah. Our list of dudes. Okay. How we doing here? 5,800. Let's get some lights going. Turn the landing lights on. I'm gonna say that's RSW right over there. Yes, it is.
Miami Center, FlightXPX for 91 Heavy is leaving 5440.
FedEx 4891 Heavy, thanks, Miami altimeter 3018.
Let's go ahead and go to vertical speed mode here. Start bringing our speed back. Miami Center, Epic 717 Tango Sierra's got Fort Myers in sight.
Epic 7 Tango Sierra, thank you. Cleared visual, runway 6.
Clear for the visual, runway 6. Epic 717 Tango Sierra.
Autopilot disconnect.
My airplane. Bring ourselves right over. Put us on a nice down, or get ourselves on a nice downwind here. Get rid of the flight director. Don't need him anymore. Now the controls in this thing are super touchy. Even more so than I think the Twin Star. And I'm running with a 30% curve, and I still feel like it's just super twitchy. Traffic up above us.
Miami Envoy 3462 is leaving flight level 270.
Dr. Dre, good to see you, man. Doing fantastic. How are you doing, buddy?
Envoy 3462, Miami altimeter 3018.
Oh, nice, Captain. You starting your IFR training. Awesome, dude. It seems like just yesterday you got your PPL.
And Frontier
Crazy.
1975. Cross Scott at and maintain a 10,10,250 knots before leaving level 31.
We're going to aim for about 1,500 feet here. Keep 200 knots.
Can you say that again for Frontier Flight 975 here, Real Cup?
Alright. I forgot my approach speed.
Cross Scott at and maintain a 10,10,250 knots before top descent.
Well, we don't really use checklists all that often. We definitely do use the manual.
10,000, maintain 250 knots, and tell you when using flight level 310.
And the manual.
Sierra, wind 110 at 7, runway 6, cleared one.
Cleared to land, runway 6, Epic 717 Tango Sierra.
Miami Center, the 213 with you, flight level
Performance
310.
guidelines here. Downwind 130, base 110, final one. So we're going to go final 100. I start getting that speed back.
You're happy to hear from me, aren't you?
Always.
Go for pattern altitude here.
They'll have to make that request of approach once you get down there.
Just kidding.
All right. It's fun to fly into new airports. Paul the Brit, good to see you, man. Hey, Iced. Iced can see me. Oops. That's not what I'm flying, Iced. Oh, you're flying that. Yeah, give PM. We've been doing pretty well lately, man. All right, here comes the downwind leg. Start bleeding that speed back. Go approach flaps. Ooh. Put approach flaps, we started climbing. That's not good.
American 291, cross Scott, and maintain 10,250 knots. We're leaving flight level 370.
Scott at 10,250 knots, we'll report leaving 370.
Alright. There's a beam. Hate right patterns. Okay, beam.
Gear down.
Gear. Flaps full. We're going for 100 knots here. Gears down. 3 green. A couple things to care about. Let's turn the igniter on. Let's turn the fuel selector auto off. Whoa! Let's look up and make sure we're not going to crash in the ground. Alright. This does fly. I mean, it's, like I said, it's a little twitchy. Honestly, it flies really well. Like, this thing is very, very, very fun. I can't wait for procedures to get thrown in here. Make good on that promise.
500.
A little bit low. Alright, gears down, 3 green, flaps are set, runway's clear, the clear's been received. Let's land.
300.
Miami United 1061 with you, level 370.
Gonna exit left.
100.
Oh, DLH 560, I see you're on VATSIM right now too. Nice, man.
50. 40. 30.
Hey, United 1061 with you, level 370.
10.
Holder. Holder.
1061 Miami.
There we go. I'll take it.
In the sector. Safe position.
We're just crossing the Baca intersection right now, United 1061.
Okay, United 1061, got you now then. Thank you, sir.
Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Are we got a ground loop? Oh boy. Started braking a little early there. Alright. What is this left? I guess I could have just kept on rolling.
To maintain
Alpha 5.
knots. Report leaving flight level 310.
We're gonna go to the north ramp over here.
250 and 10, I'm Scott, and I will let you know when I'm leaving 210.
Alright. Flaps are up. Landing lights can come off. Strobe can come off. And autopilot trim servos can come off. Starter whoops, that can stay on. Igniter can come off. The rest of those are going to stay on. Ice off. Don't need pressurization.
Delta 1860, contact Miami approach 125.75. Good night.
0.575, Delta 1860, good night.
Eastern 314, you up?
Let's give him a second here before I head in.
Eastern 314 with you.
This scenery is nice. I'm very happy with this
314
one.
Miami Center, good evening. Squawk 4507.
4507 then, Eastern 314.
And
Southwest of Maxim.
I'm looking forward to this return trip. It's going to be a good one.
7 Tango Sierra, ramp via Alpha, this frequency.
Ramp Alpha, your frequency, 7 Tango Sierra. Talk to you in a few.
7 Eastern 314 is radar contact 17 South America.
Be the next
next
taxiway here.
Look
Look at the texturing on this on these run or these taxiways. Like this airport's really well done. Hey, there's SkyWest over there.
Mexico 750, Miami Center. Good evening. Squawk 4510 ident.
4510 for Aeromexico 750.
There was a SkyWest. He left. He's like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm out of here. Can't deal with it. Too much pressure. Too many people. What do I do? Alright. It's going to be our ramp. I was pretty happy with that landing. Right up to the point where I almost ran off the damn runway.
125.75. We'll see.
Alright. Let's just crank that to...
12575. See ya.
Oh, that's nav. I don't want to turn that. I want to turn you to absolutely nothing. How about you? Okay. Alright. We made it! Welcome to Fort Lauderdale. I want to check the scenery out, because I haven't actually flown here yet. We're going to park on a road, apparently. Let's get off the road. Alright, parking brake. Let's go ahead and turn off you, and you. You can come off. We'll leave the avionics and all that shit on. Turn you off. Transponder needs to come off. That's going to be here. Transponder standby. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fort Lauderdale. We made it. First flight of the night there. That was fun. That was a good one. Dude, this airport looks awesome. Did a really good job of this. Have to fly down here more often. Yeah, okay. So, pretty good flight overall. I had some problems. So we had some problems on the departure there, and that was totally my fault. Like, I set the autopilot for vertical speed at minus 1800 and not plus 1800, and that kind of screwed me up a lot. I didn't set my HSI to use the GPS, so we were tracking the incorrect. We were not tracking the right radial or the right nav source. And other than that, I think we did pretty good. It was a pretty quick flight over here. And, well, yeah, then the landing was shit, but who cares about that? Nobody cares about the landing, do they? They're only going to let me have it in the YouTube comments later. Hi, YouTube. I love you guys. Oh, man. Oh, no, this isn't Fort Lauderdale. This is Fort Myers. God damn. Dude, they're all the same, man. They're all the same. Yes, this is Fort Myers, Florida, not Fort Lauderdale. Fort Myers. This is a good airport. RSW. Fort Lauderdale wasn't so good. Miami we're flying into is going to be real nice. Let's do that. So that was leg one. I need to take a little quick break here. I need to go fill my wine glass back up. I'm not drunk, dude. When I'm drunk, you'll know it. I'm not even close to being drunk. I'm happy. We're doing good. Landings are controlled crashes, says DLH. Yes, sir. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna go grab another beverage, and we'll be back here in just a few minutes. If you guys end up taking off tonight, thank you for coming in. If you're sticking around, yeah, we'll be back here in like 5 minutes or so. Shouldn't be too long. Let me throw some tunage up here. How about this one again? All right, be right back. Intermission and all. return. Oh, this time I got a beer. If I have another glass of wine, it's going to be a real short night. All right. Keep that quiet there. So we got to file this flight plan up. Let's go X squawk box. Oh, what are we looking for here? So file. There we go. Send flight plan. IFR TCAS G. We're going to go KRSW. KMIA. Going up to 15,000 feet. Filing 300 true. And we're going to file AABER deeds S Scott 3. BR deeds S Scott 3. 15,000 feet. Good. Send that over. Looking at the controller list, we're going to go back to the same guy. Just talk to him again. Call it, get our clearance from him. And then we'll get out of here. I might even do another flight afterwards too. See how I feel. What is the special? There is no special occasion, man. We're doing the FNO tonight at VATSIM. So VATSIM every Friday night they do an event, and that event is somewhere in the U.S. Sometimes not in the U.S. And we're doing that tonight, and I'm just having a good time, man. Enjoying myself. All right, pop you here. All right. Be FX717 Tango Sierra. We're going to be IFR to Miami.
Contact Miami approach now 125.75. We'll see you.
125.75. Eastern Fuel form. Good night.
I did file Miami, right? Yeah. And Miami Center, Epic 717 Tango Sierra on the ground, Fort Myers, IFR, Miami.
Epic 717 Tango Sierra, Miami Center, welcome back. Cleared IFR to Miami International via radar vector Zebra, then as filed. Maintain 4,000, expect 15,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure of this frequency, squawk 45, readback squawk only, please.
I caught everything but the squawk. Can you say again the squawk, please? Epic 717 Tango Sierra. Literally the only thing I didn't hear.
Squawk of 4521, 4521.
4521, Epic 717 Tango Sierra.
Epic 7 Tango Sierra, readback correct. Advise ready for taxi. Expect runway 6 for departure.
7 Tango Sierra. 7 Tango Sierra, thanks. All right. Radar vectors. So we basically got as filed. So pop in here. Let's go to flight plan. Delete flight plan.
And Duke 0 Delta Sierra. IFR cancellation received. Squawk 1200 and
waypoint. First is going to be AABER.
Squawk vehicle maintained.
Yeah, AABER.
You have a good evening as well. Appreciate the service. Duke 0 Delta Sierra. Good.
After that, it's going to go deeds. Missed deeds. After deeds, is going to come Scott 3 arrival. So let's talk about that. All right, do a new flight plan here. Departing KRSW. Flying down to Miami, KMIA. Like so.
Miami Center.
Miami
Center, frontier flight 1975 down to 10,000.
We're gonna turn him off for a few minutes. All right, so we got Miami. We got Miami up here. We're gonna do the Scott 3 arrival from Deeds. So we're gonna do Deeds. We'll expect. Actually, what is Miami landing right now? That we should probably figure out. Oh, Vat Spy, where art thou, Vat Spy? Oh, Christ, I can't... Vat Spy won't let me right-click anything. That's awfully inconvenient. Winds 09, so winds are out of the east. That means we're landing to the east. That's easy enough. So landing east, we can expect 10,250 knots at Scott. Followed by Rubo, followed by Wallop, followed by Grit, followed by Lesset. I don't think we're going to make all the way to Lesset. Something tells me Wallop is going to be the end of this one. In fact, Scott or Rubo might be the end of that one. We'll deal with that when we get there, I guess. For now, we're going to program, we're going to go, we'll go Deeds, Scott, Rubo, Wallop, Grit, Lesset, and then we'll plan from there. So we got Deeds in. Next will be Scott, S. Scott. So you, insert, SSCOT. After that, it's going to be Rubo, RUBOE. RUBOE. After Rubo is going to be Wallop. Now, you can also type on this thing, but the typing I found is a little weird. Like, the typing doesn't always quite work the way that I want it to. So I find that I just don't type that often. Grit. It's like, once you hit G, I could go R-I-T-T. But if you don't hit the button, if you don't hit the letter first on the display here, it doesn't like that. Like, if you hit G, it'll put your gear down. And less it. So we ain't gonna mess around with it too much. Alright. Less it, and then AABER, and we'll go U, and we'll go direct, just so we got a line there. Put you away. We're departing runway 6. That means we'll be heading... Runway heading is 0058. 58's right there. We'll go to... Set the transponder code while we're here. 4521. 4521. Okay. Put that on ground. Back there. Go autopilot. We'll set the HSI for Skyview. So AABR is going to be first. And then we'll kind of deal with that here in a little bit. Because we'll have to go direct and all that good stuff. Zoom this guy in. Actually, let's get him off of that page, and then let's zoom him in. No, that's out. There we go. All right. Last thing we want to do is get some gas, and oh, we got plenty of gas. Plenty of gas. We got the people. We got the same people we had before. So, and altitude's right here. I have a button on my keyboard I'm going to hit. Take this to 4,000. All right, 4,000 feet. We got the heading. We've got our transponder set. We'll go ahead and squawk altitude now. And I think we're ready to go. What do you guys say? First Officer J Wiz, he's ready to go. Welcome aboard, buddy. John Fly. John Fly can't get the wine. Yeah, dude, because you live in Utah. I'm sorry, John. Ice Killer, welcome aboard. Nagy, nah, Nagy, I just wanted to change up the flying tonight. People have been bugging me about going on VATSIM here, so, and I kind of like I've been wanting to do some Southern Florida flying, to be honest. Like, I've got some airports down there I wanted to try, and it just so happened that the FNO tonight was Miami, so I saw no reason not to go and throw myself in the mix. Speaking of throwing ourselves in the mix. We kind of missed one of the rushes, but I think by the time we get up there and get ready, there's gonna be a whole bunch of them down here. So they're all conga lining in, and we're right here. So a bunch of guys just flew overhead. All right, we might make the turn in an airliner or something and head back. Last thing we'll do here is set our trim. Maybe. Nope, we can set the trim later. Okay, let's get this plane started. Go to left fuel tank. That guy's out. Fuel tanks both have. I'm going to go to the right tank because it's got more gas. Battery 1, battery 2, avionics, fuel pump comes on, igniter comes on, starter generator comes on, fuel auto select, autopilot, trim are all off, all the pressurization is off. Taxi, oh, nav light can come on, beacon light can come on. None of the anti-ice needs to be on. Start this thing. You will note that like every time I've started this thing, I hot started. I honestly have no idea how to not hot start this plane. Alright, igniter can come off, starter gen can stay on.
Fuel tank switched.
No, stay on the right tank. Do auto select to stay on. Autopilot can come on, trims can come on. Systems are going to pressurize. Dude, that sounds... Listen to this. This sounds so ominous. It's like a velociraptor coming out. Alright, ice detection, pitot heat can come on. Lights, ice is set, anti-systems are set. I think we're ready to go. What do you guys say? Let's go tune into center here. Where are we at? We're at the north ramp. Squawk and Charlie. Alright. Activate our track IR powers. Laps there. Miami Center, Epic 717 Tango Sierra is on the ground at Fort Myers, north of ramp, ready for taxi with the weather.
Epic 7 Tango Sierra, runway 6 via Alpha 1. Lead county altimeter 3017.
Runway 6, Alpha 1, and 16 in the altimeter, Epic 717 Tango Sierra. Alright, so we'll come out here to the right. You know, a lot of times I actually like taxiing around these airports as much as I like flying the airplane around. That's kind of a weird thing. I'm gonna do a video here and talk about how I got into this whole hobby. And like one of the main things that got me into this hobby was my love for maps and atlases when I was younger. So like navigating an airport, yeah, that's like the thing that I really enjoy that. Not the thing that I really enjoy, but I think it's kind of fun.
In contact Miami approach 125.75. We'll see you.
Alright.
Going to approach, thanks so much.
Actually, come on. Yeah! We going. Cruising.
American 1127 is at top of the descent.
This plane is so cool, guys.
American
Seriously.
1127, Miami altimeter 3019.
Crazy, that is kind of correct. Exploit Cheese, welcome aboard. Have I ever thought about flying any TBMs? I'd love to fly some TBMs. We don't have any for X-Plane. Closest thing we got to a TBM and X-Plane is the Epic E1000, which is on my list. But I don't have it. One of these days. Just ask for an intersection departure.
1061, Miami altimeter 3019.
That's correct, DLH. This airport is from the org. Yep, this is a payware airport. I think it's cool. I think it looks real nice. I think I'm going to do a lot more flying in and out of here. Now, I think Chevy Rules has actually flown in and out of here in the real world. And he's had some things to say about it. I don't recall if they were good or bad, though.
Air Mexico 750, contact Miami approach 125.75. Good night.
Thank you, sir. Switching 12575, Aeromexico 750.
All right. Have I missed anybody? Hey, Mr. Rich One, good to see you. Mr. Sheldon left us too.
Miami Center, American 1127 plus the time.
Mr. Sheldon left, parachuted out while we were on the ground here.
American 1127, I need you to cross Scott at 1010,000, 250 knots, and just let me know if you're on the way down now. Miami altimeter 3019.
Okay, so he got Scott 10,000 feet, 250 knots. We'll keep that one in mind. We'll probably see something similar.
American 1127, if you're not going to be able to make that cross restriction, let me know. Good evening, Miami Center, American 2447.
This isn't stock, no.
American 1127, copy last.
Yeah. A lot different than that first stream. I'm not sure what you're talking about there, USAC. I don't think I follow.
American 1127 cross Scott at maintain 10,250 knots. You got about 47 miles to get down. Can you do it?
Can you do it? Flaps out, spoilers out, down we go.
10,000 and cross Scott, American 1127. We can do it.
Okay, thanks.
He ain't gonna make it.
Delta 265, contact Miami approach 125.75. We'll see you.
125.75, that's 265.
Silver Wings 92, cross bridge at maintain 11,250 knots. Tampa altimeter 3020.
Cross bridge at 1,250 knots, Silver Wings 92.
Miami Center, Delta 2526 with you, flight level 280, 8 miles northeast.
Let's play count the with yous. Also with you.
2526, Miami Center, good evening.
Alright.
Miami
Center.
Delta, correction, Duke 913 Delta Tango, flight level.
We'll get ourselves in here in a second. I think that big line of that big conga line's coming in now.
913 Delta Tango, Miami Center.
Which actually means we'll probably be in good shape for meeting up with them. Throwing them all off. Miami Center, Epic 717 Tango Sierra, short 6 at Fort Myers.
Epic 7 Tango Sierra, wind 1006, fly runway heading runway 6, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway heading, runway 6, Epic 717 Tango Sierra. Alright, clear to the right. Clear to the left.
Oh, 65, Miami, altimeter 301 then.
Runway 6. Let's get out of here.
Miami Center, Delta 2121 heavy with you.
Engine stable. Power set. Airspeed's alive. Everything's in the green.
618 firm sure traffic now 12 o'clock, 3 miles, 757 southeastbound on the arrival. He's descending on flight level 250.
Yeah, we had him there. Looks like just disappeared. We'll be watching for him.
Positive rate. Yours coming up.
Miami Center, Delta 2121 heavy with you. Flight level 370, 5 miles inbound, Julie intersection.
Delta 2121 heavy, Miami Center, good evening.
Autopilot engage.
That autopilot going because we can be lazy.
American 139, Miami Center, good evening. Cross Scott and maintain 10,090 knots.
Now his autopilot does still oscillate a little bit. If you don't intercept it, bang on, the autopilot seems to have some issues.
Engage.
There we go. We'll let her accelerate to 190 knots, and then we'll go to IAS mode here. After takeoff, our flaps up, gears up, lights out, landing lights off, or landing lights on, I should say. Taxi lights are off. Lights are off. We can go to fuel auto select. There we go.
Up in 463 Mike Tango, Miami Center, good evening. Stand.
Hi, Dr. Trey. Ah, gotcha.
Epic 7 Tango Sierra's radar contact 2,200. Climb maintain 15,000. Turn right heading 140 direct Aber.
15,000, 140 direct Aber, 717 Tango Sierra. Alright. 150. Continue to accelerate there. Select our altitude to 15,000 feet. Like so. Oh, we're too fast, aren't we? direct to Aber.
Falcon 463 Mike Tango.
Roll out here.
To Opal Lock at the radar vectors Carnu.
All right, there's direct Aber.
3,000.
Go to nav mode.
15,000. 10 minutes after departure. Departure this frequency 4526.
Okay, we're looking good, guys. Looking good. Bye-bye, RSW. We'll come back. I like that. I like that little airport.
American 1127 contact.
I like this little plane, man. This plane is cool.
Approach 125.75.
Pull the power back a touch here. Get us out of the yellow. About 94%, 95%.
125.75, American 127. Good night.
Ah, dude, I've heard more people, more traffic, man.
2526.
There's a lot of controllers online right now, too.
10,000.
I mean, there's a huge list of controllers.
Crosstalk 10,000, 10,000.
Plane coming into Miami. Where do you think you would land? Or where do you think you would park? Probably not Cargo City. Probably not Cargo. The 808 ramp, perhaps? The fire station? Not Centurion. Maybe Central Base. The penalty box. That's probably where we'll end up. Let's check some overhead pictures of the airport and see if we can figure out where GA parks. maybe the moral of the story here is that no GA would be dumb enough to fly in there.
Contact Miami Center 128.65.
Let's bring this over.
2865.
You bird's eye. That lets us see the aeroplanes. Okay, so it's not going to be any of these. Those look like a bunch of private planes right up there. That's a military plane, though. R? Probably not down there either. I would definitely land on the runway, yes. I think the fire station's actually where we're going to go. Up in that general vicinity. Customs. Yeah, so we're going to ask for like Kilo 7, I think. See if we can get 8 left on our landing.
Miami Center, St. 622 with you at flight level 290.
Dr. Dre, Ben, you can ask everybody the question.
Where's the last aircraft checking?
Dr. Dre asked me when I started streaming. I started streaming in earnest probably 3 years ago.
With you at 590.
South Country 622 Miami Center, good evening.
About 3 years or so that I've been taking it pretty seriously here. Actually, but it's probably been about the last year or two that I've been taking it seriously, but 3 years that I've been streaming.
Delta 2121 cross.
Oh yeah, exploit I have.
Maintain 10,250 knots. Report top descent.
Sky intersection.
I love Steve-O's videos, man.
2121 heavy. I'll report top of descent.
He's definitely, I think he's definitely like my favorite like pilot YouTuber. He does some very, very good stuff. You really don't have to get very high here to put it into perspective how teeny the peninsula of Florida is.
Silver Wings 92, depart bridge, heading 320, descend and maintain 3,000, vectors visual, runway 1 left, approach, Tampa altimeter 3020.
KMIA.
Depart bridge, heading 320.
Yeah, not much down here. Kind of tempted to go down. If I had scenery, I might go down to Key West, but I don't really have anything down there. Am I serious? Surely you can't be serious. I am serious. Don't call me Shirley.
Fuel tank.
And Pilot Edge is good stuff. You'll probably hear me on Pilot Edge later tonight, to be honest. Yeah, man. He's like, the dude's a seriously good pilot, and not only is Steve-O a good pilot, but he is a great cinematographer. Like, he puts together shots all by himself. He puts together interesting shots, good shots. Like, I really I have about 20 to 30 minutes every morning where I'm eating breakfast, just sort of sitting in front of the TV, and I usually throw YouTube videos on it. And lately I've been watching a lot of his videos in the mornings. Because they're just fun.
Delta 19 Heavy Miami Center, good evening.
Well, I think we're going to miss out on some of the madness here on the approach.
7 Tango Sierra Cross, Scott had maintained a 10,250 knots. Miami altimeter 3019.
Scott 10,250 knots, 19 on the altimeter, Epic 7 Tango Sierra. All right, so Scott's coming up after Deets. So we're going to 15,000 feet. It's going to take us 21 miles or so to get down from Scott's, which means I'm going to start heading down at, we'll start heading down at Deets. We'll start our descent down at 10,000 feet. It's 15,000 feet. We'll start to accelerate here. Go ahead and set the altitude for 10,000 now.
Sun Country 620.
Won't go anywhere until we tell it how to. I like how he explains procedures and it's explains in the real world ends up being this. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, I mean there's some differences in the procedures and whatnot. And I think the big value that you would get out of it though is that like you're still quote unquote engaging your pilot brain. Like you're still thinking like a pilot. You're still having to do a lot of things at once. So that seems to me to be, you know, the selling point if you're a pilot. No matter where you're from in the world. God, that guy's mic is awful.
Miami Center Delta 212 Heavy reporting top of descent for 10,000 at Scott.
No, 2121 Heavy Miami altimeter 3019.
3019.
Oh yeah, I should set my altimeter setting.
Caravan 8 Kilo Lima, copy the last.
Taking 3 Kilo.
Caravan 8 Kilo Lima, Part LaBelle heading 300.
It's a guy flying a caravan from Fort Lauderdale up to Sarasota.
Can you send over text 3 Kilo Lima?
That is a long, slow flight. Long, slow flight. Thank you, Sally.
Okay, who's over checking in flight level 340? Cam, I got the call sign. Second.
Yeah, 340 with you.
Actually, we should start miles before we start down.
340, Miami Center, do not
we ain't gonna stay up too long now.
Sector, sir, safe position.
Westjet 580, 370.
Westjet 580, Miami Center, good evening.
Huh.
Delta 1949, Cross Scott.
Yeah, I also follow Captain Moonbeam. I found him through Jeff Faviano. Captain Moonbeam's actually taken Jeff up a couple of times to fly, which is pretty damn cool. Actually, in a couple of Captain Moonbeam's videos, you'll see him watching Jeff's videos on the airplane, which is kind of funny.
Which that was
2526.
So Delta 816 is going to be right up our ass. Actually, we'll probably be right up his ass here soon enough. Yeah, I think that's Delta 816.
And Miami Center, Delta 1295, which is 350.
I'm a little disappointed the TCAS ain't working.
Miami Center, Delta 282, 039, 5 clearance to man.
Anyway. There's a good point to start down. So we got 10,000 feet dialed in. We'll set ourselves IAS. IAS 250 knots. We'll pull that throttle back and start down. You want to aim for about a 2,000 foot peak, 2,000 feet per minute drop rate.
340, good evening. With you, flight level 290.
Yeah, last aircraft checking in safe position. I did not see you in the sector at all.
That's a lot faster than we need to go down. I got a little anxious with my throttles. It happens, okay? Don't judge. Whenever did I put Miami in here as my destination?
And Japan Air 340 got you on Miami Center. Good evening, sir.
Miami Center, Japan 340, flight level 290.
Quebec 7 Tango Sierra, contact Miami approach 125.75. We'll see you.
125.75, Epic 717 Tango Sierra. Have a great night. Thanks for your services. 25.75.
Miami Central Delta 282 is at Tampa International requesting aircraft clearance to Miami.
Ah, shit. We gotta get the ATIS from Miami. 100.5.
Report if you're inside when you have it at your 2 o'clock in about 20 miles. Try to go back and let me know.
Alright, I'll feel flight 9.
Gotta get the weather. Oh, please, really? All I want to do is get the damn weather. There we go. Where did I get that frequency from? Alright, well. Oh, information X-ray. There we go.
Maintain 8,000, expect visual 1812,
Wind 0908. And 8 visual, 10 mile visibility, blah, 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 blah. Okay, we got it.
Southwest 123, you have the field, full clock in about 11 miles.
Okay, 250 knot we need to maintain. Miami.
Southwest 123, we have the field.
Now, commit to tower 123.9, see ya.
Clear visual, and we'll contact tower 123.9 or Southwest 123, have a great one.
Miami approach, Epic 717 Tango Sierra 10,000.
Number 717 Tango Sierra, good evening. Expected visual approach to runway 9 there. The sun maintain 3,000.
Expected visual for 9er, so we're gonna ask to sidestep that at some point. Let's go down about 1,600 feet per minute. Try to keep ourselves 250 knots.
Yeah, you're taking 61, it's gonna maintain 3,000. You have the field now?
Yep, just have 59, time 61.
Everything 61, clear visual approach, runway right.
Approaching waypoint.
There's no reason why they couldn't give it to me. Miami approach, Epic 717 Tango Sierra. Any chance we can get a visual approach?
Sure. Expect very left.
Thanks, we'll expect that. Epic 717 Tango Sierra. Alright, what do we got here? Coming up on Wallop. Just crossed Rubo, coming up now on Wallop. Let's get that ready to send down a bit. And we will start planning for 8 left. All we really have is a localizer DME for that. Oh, really?
2447, proceed to right Piana.
109.3. Guess we'll plan for that.
Thank you.
Radio 43 and
1.3.
12 miles.
Tune that sucker in. We'll just leave everything else alone for now.
Radio 4391, clear, visual approach runway 9.
Runway 9, KRSW.
Okay. Start keeping an eye out for this airport. Sorry I'm not paying attention to chat here, guys. We'll get to you in a second. Arrival planning and all.
4391, connect to tower 123.9.
123.9.
Is Torpenator in here?
447, just to maintain 3000.
Torpenator's in here. Good to see you, man. Mike 2, welcome aboard. Good to see you as well. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do the 2 flights tonight.
Primary approach, Delta 816 with you.
I don't know, we'll see. Depends how I feel when I get to Miami, but I don't think I'm going to be able to make it for more than 2. Traffic.
Delta 816, please do me a favor. Fly heading 180 now. Expect the visual approach to runway 9er. Expedite your descent to 3000.
3000, turn 180, Delta 816.
Oh, he's flying right towards me. FedEx? Who is that? That is a FedEx plane. He seems awfully low for leaving Miami. We'll get tower ready to go. Tower's 23.9er, that's next.
November 7 Tango Sierra, turn right heading 130.
Right 130, Epic 7 Tango Sierra. 130.
That was, did I say left or right? Oh yeah, I probably said left. Continue the left turn heading 180.
Alright, so we're off the approach, or we're off the arrival now. So we'll change this over to localizer. And then that's going to be a course of... Oh boy. So much going on right now. 09 or 2. There's the 2. Let's keep that speed up. That's the field right there. There's traffic. What else we got out there? I think it's just the one. I think it's just the one plane.
Tango Sierra, turn left heading 110. And the field's going to be at your 10 o'clock, 14 miles towards the field.
Left to 110, and we've got the field in sight, Epic 717 Tango Sierra.
Approach 139, or level 170, crossing stop.
I have no idea what that guy just said.
Who called? American 139, is that who called?
Making 139, Miami.
The visual approach to runway 9er.
Oh, dude, look at all the planes.
Approaching waypoint.
Miami approach, Epic 717 Tango Sierra has a field. Visual.
Tango Sierra, clear visual approach runway 8 left.
Clear for the visual approach runway 8 left, Epic 7 Tango Sierra. You and you.
Autopilot disconnect.
My airplane! Oh my god. Somebody on my runway.
Tango Sierra, connect to Miami Tower 18.3, see?
118.3, Epic 717 Tango Sierra, take care.
Delta 816, fly heading 130, just set the runway 9, localizer.
These radios are a little annoying to tune.
Delta 816.
And
speed down. Miami Tower, Epic 717, Tango Sierra's in the visual, 8 left, 6.5 out.
Number 1717 Tango Sierra, Miami Tower, wind 098, running 8 left, clear land traffic, departing south runway 89.
Left, and we've got all the traffic inside, Epic 717, Tango Sierra.
Air Max
Right.
1877, having contact Miami departure 119.5 Sierra.
Over to you. Get that speed down.
Roger, over to departure for Aerobask 0877.
And Epic 7 Tango Sierra, caution wake turbulence, almost all of them are heavy 777s.
Of course they are. Thanks, Epic 7 Tango Sierra.
Good one. Speedbird 345 heavy, wind 0908, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff, RNAV to Gozo.
Laps to 1.
Gear down.
Gear's coming down.
Runway 8 right, RNAV to Gozo, Speedbird 345.
Heavy.
Laps full. Get that. We're a little high, we're a little fast, so
Speedbird 420 heavy, Miami
30
Tower,
or up
right,
and get her
left,
down.
right.
We're going for 100 knots.
Line up and wait, runway 8 right, Speedbird 420 heavy.
Alright. That's a cool sight right there. This is why I wanted to fly the event. Because you don't see that many planes on Pilot Edge ever. I love the network and all, but man, like this isn't a sight that you're never gonna get, or you're ever gonna get. 1000's checked. Still bleeding that speed, still bleeding that altitude. The gear's down, 3 green, flaps are at full. Lights are where I want them, everything else is where I want them. Let's land.
$500.
I bet we're the smallest plane coming in here for this event tonight.
9.45.
There's not going to depart from 9.45, Speedbird 345, heavy,
$200.
American 2447, Miami Tower, good night, how are you? We are final, runway 12.
100.
American 2447, contact Miami Tower 123.9.
50.
Hi there.
40.
123.9, American
20.
2447.
10.
Come on, touchdown. There we go. There's no speed brakes, there's no reversers, so we're just gonna kind of very lightly tap the brakes this time. That wasn't lightly. Alright. Where are we getting off here? Is this Kilo 6? Kilo 6, okay. Basically, we're looking like we're just gonna go straight ahead here. Yeah. And Tower Epic 717 take us here is clear Kilo 6, looking to taxi straight ahead.
Speedbird 420 heavy, wind 09012, Gozo, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff.
Alright, while he's doing that, taxi light, landing light, strobe. Flaps are up. We don't need you, we don't need you, we don't need you, or you.
American 181, Miami
You
Tower,
or you.
hold runway 8 right, traffic, lane.
Or you.
Only show runway red, American 181.
7 Tango Sierra, welcome Miami, contact ground 121.8.
21-8, Epic 7 Tango Sierra, take care. Pause. 21. 8.
Miami ground, this is Delta 59er run 1 at gate Delta 25, ready for mission start.
Delta 591, push your start approved, tail east, call me holding short of taxiway November.
Tail east, call you on holding short of November, Delta 59er 1 heavy.
Miami ground, Epic 717 Tango Sierra's at Kilo 6, looking to just taxi straight ahead for parking.
November 717 Tango Sierra, taxi to your gate, direction taxi to the ramp via Kilo.
Ramp via Kilo, Epic 717 Tango Sierra, have a great night. Alright, we made it. We made it. Somehow. Dude, this plane is so much. Stealth Bob was bugging me to buy this thing for the longest time. And I was like, we'll get around to it one of these days. And I finally got around to buying it. Man, it's a hoot to fly. Alright, let's get off VATSIM. I've had enough of the voice quality there. Pull you out. Alright, I'm not going to worry about turning it off. Let's go look at the replay. Let's see here. Where's my plane? There it is. Look at that thing. Doesn't that look cool? Aside from the glitched out shadows. We won't talk about that though. I could have flared a lot more there. Well, that's that. Oh, that sucks, Iced. Well, that's a way to end the night there. No. That's gonna be it for me tonight. Give PM. We'll probably. I think I might come back on Sunday and do some non-flight simming stuff, but send that crash report over. All right, folks. Well, thank you very much for joining me tonight. Appreciate you spending your Friday evening with me. I don't know who's coming up to stream tonight. If you're going to stream, do say something. Go follow all the other X-Plane guys. And yeah, I guess we'll just stare at my desktop for the outro here. Thank you again, all. And we'll definitely be back on Monday with more flying. See what's going on either on the old Pilot Edge network or Squawk Box or whatever happens to be going on around the verse. But have a great night, have a great weekend, guys. Thanks again, and we'll see you when we see you. Is anybody else streaming tonight? If you're streaming, say something, man. Because I want something to watch. Otherwise, it's gonna be Josh Gibson gang all the night, and nobody wants to watch that crap anymore, right? Love you guys. Actually, don't take that the wrong way. I like Josh. I would watch Josh all night, all morning. Crap, digging the hole. You can't see him digging the hole. Toodles, guys.